when she came up the steps, she just had this huge smile on her face. She looked so happy, and she looked radiant standing there. And I watched her dad come up, and she said to me, "Oh, I'm going to be so nervous when I walk down that aisle. Everybody's going to be looking at me." You couldn't tell if she was. She was just so happy and so focused on Matt. I could see her eyes, and she was just staring right up at Matt. I thought, well, this is it.
I just think the wedding was just a beautiful thing. I mean, to see Matt standing up at the altar, and I could see that he truly loves Jackie. I think they make a great pair.
So Jacqueline called me. They're on an island somewhere, and she said, "Dad, great news, I'm engaged." And I said, "That is wonderful. I think the world of Matt. This is great news." And then I did what any loving father would do. I offered to cover their cost of redirecting their flight to Las Vegas. They think I'm kidding Jacqueline. So I told Jacqueline, I said, "Look, never underestimate the charm of a traditional Las Vegas wedding. A quaint little chapel right off the strip. Elvis impersonator, it's one of the classy ones, officiating. And then Love Me Tender on the wedding jukebox. I mean, you need to take a moment." But instead, we got St. John's, we got the Union League, and we got Father Joe. I think we made that okay.
I am so excited to do this wedding. And a lot of it has to do with the family and just getting to know Matt and Jacqueline, and especially the last couple days. I mean, Matt, when I first met you, I couldn't get much out of you. You were kind of stiff, if I could tell you the truth. But now I'm looking at you and you're gleaming, and then we were emailing and talking on the phone and got to know each other.
As a parent, we always think of who our child is going to marry, and we hope that they're going to marry somebody that cares for your child, loves your child, is going to take care of your child like you would take care of your child. I couldn't have been happier that she met someone like Matt, because I know that he's the kind of person I would have wanted her to marry. The wedding weekend, to me, was about their love, their unity, and them finally getting to say their vows and know that they're going to be with each other. And it was just about the happiness. My daughter smiled the entire weekend. She just had this huge smile on her face.
I would like to thank everybody for attending tonight from the bottom of my heart. Everybody that's attended tonight has left their fingerprints on the hearts of the McManus and the Gallagher family, and I thank you. I had this opportunity where I was sitting across from Matt and Jackie. I was just looking at them with the smiles on their face. And I still remember like it was yesterday. I just looked at them and this is love.
Matt and Jacqueline, congratulations, great wedding, and you're gonna do great in life. So proud of you guys.
You guys do well together. Keep doing what you're doing. That's what I would say. You guys are crushing it.
This weekend means everything to me. My daughter Jacqueline is wonderful. She cares so much for other people, and it's great to have something great happen that's just for her.
Oh my god, yeah, it's perfect. It's gorgeous. Wow.
Jacqueline, when she was little, she was a sweet little girl. I mean, she was very easy. She never gave me any problems. She loved to dress up. She was always in my closet. She was always in my jewelry. She was putting on my high heels and walking around the house. She loved to dress her little brother up to play with her. She would put him in her tutus and her ballerina costumes.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Matt was probably a perfect child. He was a real cute kid. He never gave us problems. And now to see him getting married, they found each other and they seem to make a great pair.
I just wanted to take some time to tell you about Matthew, because Matthew's the most incredible person that I know. When I was writing this speech, I really look back and somehow, we'll call it fate, Matt and I have always stayed together. Even when we went to college, somehow, we ended up going to schools 15 minutes away from each other. We didn't try to do it. I think it was just fate. I always had my brother in my life, somebody that I could always count on.
Yeah, I think you're just gonna make sure. Go. It's anything but okay. What you changed right after the church, so we'll be doing the walk-ins with the reception. So.
And Matthew, watching you turn into the man that you become has been one of the most amazing things in my life. And I mean that.
Good? Yeah. Yeah. Feel real yet? Yep.
I can remember when Jacqueline was younger, we used to sit on the couch and watch Yes to the Dress, Say Yes to the Dress. And she would say to me, I wonder who I'm going to marry.
Thank you.
And I'm like, I don't know. Do you think you know him? Maybe it's somebody you know, or maybe it's somebody you're going to meet, or maybe it's somebody you're going to work with. And she's like, yeah. She said, it's kind of funny, like, I don't know.
Oh. Oh wow, it's so pretty. Oh my god, I love it.
And I said, well, that's the exciting thing. And she said, well, do you think I'll get married? And I said, yeah, I'm sure you're going to meet somebody.
Wow. Gorgeous.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Now you look absolutely amazing.
Thanks.
What a great choice
Thank you.
in a dress. This is spectacular. I love the necklace.
Thank you.
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, yep.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm excited.
Let's do it.
Yeah. She's always been the nicest person ever. Like the sweetest cousin I've ever had, big sister I never had. I am so happy for her.
Congratulations. We're so happy for you and looking to see lots of great grandchildren for her.
I'm so proud of her. She has exceeded every expectation we had of her. She's beautiful, she's smart, and she makes great decisions, and she picked a great guy in Matt. We wish her and Matt happiness and love forever.
I just wanted to take some time to tell you about Matthew, because Matthew's the most incredible person that I know. One time, I get a phone call from Matthew, which is hard to get Matthew on the phone. And he says, Tom, I have a girlfriend. Her name's Jacqueline. Like, it's amazing. And I want to ask him all this stuff about her, and all I can get is, Matt, when can I meet her? He goes, soon, and then he hung up. And then as time goes on, I'm talking to Matt more and more about it. And then he finally confides in me a little bit, and he says, Tom, this is serious. And the second he said serious, I knew right away that they would end up getting married. Matt's got very good instincts. So the second he told me that, I knew that was it.
Matt's a very responsible person. The realization that Matt's a grown man and he's going to start a family, and I'm real happy for him because that's what he really wanted, and found a great girl to do it with.
Today I went over to Matt's dad and I said, Matt, what do you think about your son? And Matt's dad said, he's perfect. I'm like, how? Well, perfect? He goes, yeah, and I asked him again, he's perfect. And then I was walking away and I'm looking at that, and then just before we walked out here, I saw Matt's brother and Matt say, I love you to each other. I don't see that much. And then I went over to Matt's grandmother and I asked her to do the homily today. And she said, no, but I said, what would you say? And she said, love one another. Now, I know Mrs. Gallagher's here too. Where is your grandmother at? She's got stories about my family, trust me. Mrs. Gallagher is also a person that loves life, that loves her children and her grandchildren. And both of you have seen so much in your lives. That's why I want you to, would you like to preach? Well, the creation story, which we talked about, was continued because of lineage. It was because of family. It was because of what grandmothers and grandfathers and fathers and mothers and fathers were able to hand on to each other.
Once I got seated and the bridesmaids came down the aisle, I was looking for Jacqueline because I had seen her, I helped dress her, but I just didn't see her standing there. Everybody was running around taking pictures. I was in and out.
The Lord God said, "It is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a suitable partner for him." So the Lord God formed out of the ground various wild animals and various birds of the air, and he brought them to the man to see what he would call them. Whatever the man called each of them would be its name. The man gave names to all the cattle, all the birds of the air, and all the wild animals.
Matt's cute. He's so cute. He was smiling too. I thought he looked a little bit nervous at first, but I kept staring at Jacqueline. I should have looked back at Matt more, but I couldn't take my eyes off my daughter.
Love is patient. Love is kind. It is not jealous. It is not pompous. It is not inflated. It is not rude. It does not seek its own interests. It is not quick-tempered. It does not brood over injury. It does not rejoice over wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth.
I, Matthew, take you, Jacqueline, to be my wife. I promise to be faithful to you in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health, to love you and honor you all the days of my life.
I, Jacqueline, take you, Matthew, to be my husband. I promise to be faithful to you in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health, to love you and honor you all the days of my life.
Matt, welcome to the family. There's no one that I could think of that is more qualified to be with my sister. I love you guys together.
This is the start of an amazing life together. Love each other, support each other, and enjoy the journey.
What a beautiful wedding. And the two of you are a fantastic couple. God bless.
The first thing I want to do is acknowledge everybody in this room. The reason you're here is because you're important to Jacqueline, Matt, and our families. So thank you for being here to make today so special. The people in this room that know Jacqueline well know she's many things. Beautiful, smart, funny, clever, wonderful in so many ways, great daughter, great sister, great friend. But there is another side. There's someone who can be intense, someone who can be competitive, determined, and at times, maybe even opinionated. Now, where she gets that's one of life's great mysteries. We ain't solving that one today.
A couple quick words about how proud I am of my sister. Not only for the amazing person that she's become, but she wasn't just my sister, she was my best friend, and she still is. Jacqueline always made the right decisions, and she always did what was best for her, which is why it's no surprise that she's marrying Matt.
And Jacqueline, I finally got a chance to meet her. And when I did, all this stuff that Matthew told me was true. You're the most kind and genuine person I've ever met. The smile that you put on my brother's face is everlasting, and I couldn't ask for a better person to marry my brother. And then I kept on learning from you both, and I saw love in the both of you.
You don't have the kind of success that Jacqueline has had without a history of making really good decisions. And I think her decision as to her husband is maybe her best decision yet. Matt is a wonderful young man. I liked him from the first time that I met him, which those of you who know me know that that's not my normal instinct, particularly with people that are dating my daughter. But I liked Matt from the get-go and even more ever since.
One time I called Matthew. I had something really important I had to ask him. And he's in like a hurried and rushed tone. And I'm like, Matt, are you all right? He goes, Jackie's making dinner. I don't have a lot of time to talk. I'm like, what's she making? He goes, oh, she's making steak and lobster tail. I'm like, steak and lobster tail? I think I was boiling water to make spaghetti at the time. I had this opportunity where I was sitting across from Matt and Jackie. I was just looking at them with the smiles on their face. And I still remember like it was yesterday. I just looked at them and this is love. Matt, you're my best friend, you're my brother, and I love you. Jackie, my beautiful new sister-in-law, cheers.
Matt, I truly don't think my sister could have picked a better man to spend the rest of her life with. You two complement each other so well, and I couldn't be more proud to welcome you to the family. I really do hope that you both have as much fun growing old together as me and Jacqueline had growing up together. And I love you guys both. Let's raise a glass for Jacqueline and Matt.
Top 5 weddings of all time. Band was good, food was good, Yingling was great. Couldn't have asked for anything better.
Always communicate with one another. Talk about your problems and mostly listen.
Matt went from talking to spiders in our driveway to now being a grown man that I'm so proud to call my brother.
straight. I'll have this shirt buttoned by tomorrow morning.
Starts like undressing, like zipping, like. Let's go.
When was the last time?
Wait a minute.
When was the last time you wore a dress like that?
Never.
Yeah. You just have to pretend. Yeah. Chris is gonna do it.
All right, Chrissy, that's going in the outtakes.
Oh.